This is Abia COVID-19 update. Abia COVID-19 update.
The outbreak of coronavirus, that's COVID-19 disease, that was in 2019, has created a global health crisis that has had a deep impact on the way we perceive our world and our everyday lives. Not only the rate of contagion and patterns of transmission threatens our sense of agency, but the safety measures put in place to contain the spread of this virus also require social distancing by refraining from doing what is inherently human, which is to find solace in the company of others. More than 1 million people across Africa have now been confirmed to have had the new coronavirus, as health experts warned that the peak of the pandemic has yet to hit the continent. The milestone was reported by the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention last week, and it came more than 5 months after Egypt reported the continent's first confirmed case of coronavirus. That was on the 14th of February. Last month, the World Health Organization voiced alarm at the acceleration of the disease in Africa, which until recently had remained relatively unscathed by the pandemic compared to the rest of the world, even as many experts believe the actual number of coronavirus infections is likely much higher. South Africa, which accounts for more than half of the continent's registered cases, is the worst affected African nation and the 5th worst hit globally. Egypt is the 2nd place with confirmed infections, followed by Nigeria, Ghana, Algeria, Morocco, and Kenya. The virus has spread to all the 54 countries on this continent in Africa of about 1.2 billion people, stretching already fragile healthcare systems and crippling economies. But experts and aid groups believe the actual extent of the contagion is being underestimated because of the lack of testing and poor access to data. In South Africa, which has a population of about 58 million people, some 10 million people have been screened and more than 3 million tests have so far been administered, the highest for an African nation. While in Nigeria, the Africa's most populous nation, Nigeria has tested about 3,000 samples. Nigeria has about 30,000 tests administered per day on average. Nigeria actually has over 300,000 samples that have been tested, but a tenth of the number conducted. That's a tenth of the number conducted in South Africa, which has about a quarter of the population. And the International Rescue Committee, that's a global humanitarian aid group, said the testing rates in all the African countries fall far below WHO's guidelines, keeping responders in the dark about the real spread of the disease in Africa. This is Abia State COVID-19 Update, the first edition for the week. My name is Michael Oni. On this program, we highlight daily reports of the Interministerial Committee on the Control of COVID-19, as well as the State Governor, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, efforts in ensuring that the state is safe from the virus. This program is running simultaneously every weekday, Mondays through Fridays on BCA 88.1 FM, Flow 94.9 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM, Buzz 89.7 FM, and Real 99.1 FM. The coronavirus pandemic has now infected over 20 million people and has killed more than 733,000, while about 12.9 million people have recovered globally. Those figures were captured at 8 a.m. today. Australia has recorded its biggest daily rise in COVID-19 deaths, although a slowdown in new cases has given hope to the officials that a second wave in the state of Victoria may have peaked. Boris Johnson, that's the UK Prime Minister, is facing widespread calls to boost coronavirus testing and tracing in order to safely reopen schools to all pupils without imposing further restrictions on businesses or social lives. Now, talking about schools resumption, Abia State The schools students are returning to school today, and of course we have our reporters spread across the length and breadth. We have about 7 of them waiting to give us feedback on some of the schools they will be visiting this morning. I'll also talk to the students, the pupils on ground, and they are also going to look at the guidelines put in place and protocols put in place by the government. We have Ginika Oloha of Flow 94.9 FM joining me already this morning. Hello, good morning to you, Ginika.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Yes, it's the anticipated date, and it's here upon us. Can you confirm your location and where the name of the school that you're covering this morning?
All right, Michael. I'm right now at Ezeleke Community Primary School in Umuahia, South Local Government area here in our state.
Okay, great.
And Michael, I can confirm to you that they are really living up to the expectation as regards to the directive by the state government and NCDC in compliance to the COVID-19 protocols. As soon as I walked into this particular school, I noticed that all the staff, they are teachers.
Yes.
They're wearing they are wearing their face masks.
Okay.
And even the pupils themselves. In fact, I wasn't putting on mine. I was asked to go back and get it before I can walk in.
You should be a good example.
Yes. And I had to put it on immediately. So
yes.
Now, I also observed that there's a bucket at the point of each classroom.
Yes.
You will see a bucket of water filled with water and soap just beside it. So I can tell you, Michael, that there's strict compliance to this directive.
Interesting.
And the pupils themselves, they turn out in their numbers. They are learning right now. I have wanted to speak with them, but I cannot because obviously they are busy. But they are putting on their face mask. And when I inquire further, I understood that the queues, the sitting arrangements normally used to be four in a row.
Yes.
Seats, but now they've decided because there are no much pupils within the school, so they've decided to make it two in a row. So I can tell you straight away that they are really, really compliant to that directive, Michael.
What is the name of the school again?
Ezeleke Community Primary School in Umuahia, South Local Government area.
All right. Thank you very much, Ginika, for speaking to us this morning. I hope you are still using your face mask.
Sure, Bina.
All right. Thank you very much, Ginika.
All right.
Okay, that's Ginika Oloha, Flow 94.9 FM. And of course, we still have some other correspondents waiting on the line to talk to this morning on the program Abia State COVID-19 update. That's we're taking a look at the compliance level to some of the protocols put in place by the State Interministerial Committee on COVID-19. The protocols, the guidelines put in place as the schools fully in session, not fully in session actually, those in exit classes, the SS3 and the pupils preparing for their final examinations are already learning to ensure that they have a good grades. Now, I was briefing you, bringing you up to speed on the development globally. Now, I told you about the UK. Boris Johnson facing widespread calls to boost coronavirus testing and tracing in order to safely reopen schools to all pupils without imposing further restrictions on businesses or social lives. The Prime Minister said it is the national priority to get children back in class in England next month, but he has been warned by scientific advisors that trade-offs may be necessary to keep transmission down. We have joining us Eze Adimora. He's also a regular on the program. He works with BCA FM. Good morning to you, Eze.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, welcome. Can you confirm your location?
Mike, I'm at Ndumochuka Secondary School. They have both junior and senior section here in Aheke, Umuahia, not local government area.
Okay. Bring us up to speed on what is happening there, the compliance level to the protocols put in place by the government.
Well, so far the students are here. Those are the exit classes, that is SS3 and SS3.
Yes.
So majority of them are with their face masks.
You say majority. You say majority, not all.
Yes. Not all. I must be frank with you. Not all. But from interactions with the principals, the two principals, they say that those students came with theirs, but They're expecting the ones from government that will be distributed today,
Okay.
so that they make it up. Yeah, but the environment is cleared because I see classes have been cut, and the students are busy arranging their seats in preparatory for the exams.
What about the sitting arrangement in line with the social distancing rules and guidelines put in place by the NCDC?
Well, so far on ground, they are just arranging their seats. I think before I leave there, I'm also trying to tell the principal to ensure that they obey the spacing rules. And they have their running water displayed, one at the entry, that's the gate into the school premises, and at the point,
Yes.
the principal's offices, the two principals, they have 2 running water buckets displayed already at the frontage of the offices, entrances.
Have you had any interaction with the teacher, with any teacher there, to confirm if they've been tested by the government? Last week it was made compulsory that teachers should undergo a testing. Part of the preparations put in place by the government for resumption of schools.
Okay, so for Mike, I think I will give 30 seconds to one of the principals, Mr. Ezra Okoha, principal in Dumel Chuka Junior Secondary School.
Okay,
Sir,
thank you.
There is a directive by the state government that every teacher in Abia State should undergo COVID-19 test. Have you done yours, sir?
Actually, we went there, but we could not because of the crowd. Many of us were not attended, but we intend to go back there to get the test.
All right.
Okay, sir. Mike.
Yes,
Mike,
I can hear you loud and clear.
Luckily, Dotimo Tuka Secondary School, I met the Transition Committee Chairman, Umuahia North Local Government Area, who has been on monitoring also.
Okay.
I just badged into him now. Comrade Lucky Akabike. Sir, we are live on Abia State COVID-19 update. Could you please speak to audience on measures your local government areas have put in place to ensure that students within the exit classes come into schools and write the exams peace-free?
Well, the first assignment we had was to ensure that the school environment is safe for them, which is clearing and fumigating the place, which I can say that in Umuahia North Local Government, we have achieved up to 95% fumigating and clearing the places.
Okay.
Then you can see that. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Then you can see that I'm already here, moving from one school to the other to see the extent of compliance. And I can happily tell you that I've seen the school authorities, they are here. The children are eagerly waiting for this reopening. Everywhere is public. In most of the schools we have.
All right, Eze. All right,
Okay,
Eze. Yes.
Michael.
Yes, quickly. You have just 15 seconds.
Hello?
Yes, you have 15 seconds, Eze.
I have to do what?
You have 15 seconds. Just wrap up at that end.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The principal senior secondary school in Dumotuka was about. I met her at the gate, and she said she was going to collect the face mask made for her school.
All right.
Madam,
All right.
please could you speak to us on this more? For 10 seconds.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning
I'm
to
the
you.
principal of Dumotuka Senior Secondary School. My name is Ifeatu. I think we are 100%, almost 100% ready in this school. Because
right.
on Friday, we arranged the classes according to distance, social distancing.
Okay, thank you very much, Eze.
So right now, we are about moving out.
All right, thank you very much, Eze. I do appreciate from that end. Let's cross to our bar axis now and get some reporters there. We have JONADAB, DINNEYA of Real FM, Real 99.1
Hello,
FM.
Mike.
Yes, JONADAB, can you hear me?
Hello?
JONADAB. Hello, can you hear me, JONADAB?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you right
Great.
now, Mike.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Can you confirm your location?
So right now I am at Umoru Village, Global Kids International School in Obingwa local government area.
Oh, great. So bring us up to speed what is happening in that school.
Okay, currently I see few students that's obviously confirmed they exit classes, junior secondary and senior secondary, and a lot of them are putting on face masks. So at the gate I was actually intercepted by the security man, who directed me to go wash my hand, and then I was also tested with the infrared thermometer.
Oh, great.
So that confirms they have that already. And currently around the school surrounding, a lot of places have been cleaned as at now, while some other places have been, because I see laborers still working to ensure they clean up everywhere.
Interesting. Have you spoken to some of the teachers? Have they been tested as directed by the government?
Yes. I've spoken with I spoke with the principal, which he confirms he has been tested. So then with him, I think other teachers too. He said yes, they've been tested before the resumption.
What about the sitting arrangement to follow social distancing rules, protocols put in place by the NCDC and also Abia State government?
Okay, so currently in the classroom, I see only less than 20 in each class, and they are well spaced.
Okay, all right. I want to know what the students there make of what is happening right now. Are they happy to be back in school?
Obviously, they are happy because I can see them smiling.
Okay.
Really, they've been missing school for a long time. So
yes.
That confirms they are happy about coming back.
All right, JONADAB DINNEYA. I hope I got your name correctly. Thank you very much. He works with Real 99.1 FM in Abia. Thank you very much for speaking to us and also bringing us up to speed from Obingwa local government this morning. Also, we have a reporter with Vision Africa Radio, FELIX UBANI, joining us. FELIX, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Can you confirm your location?
Okay, thank you, Michael. I am currently at government primary school 1 and 2. It's located at Obakala, Nomaya South local government area of Abia State.
All right.
Michael, it will interest you to know that I have visited up to 7 schools this morning.
7 schools?
Up to 7 schools within Obakala and Olokoro this morning.
All right.
Starting from Olokoro. And I am to inform you that what I saw in some of the schools are not encouraging. Like Amizi primary school.
Yes.
The teachers claim that the classrooms have been fumigated. They have cleared the classroom, but the environment are still bushy, and you know how dangerous that is because of reptiles and rodents that can, attack anybody from the bush. So the teachers told me that the fumigators, they are still waiting for them to come. Still the same reports at the Oku Primary School, but the environment are well cleared. The teachers are still working. This morning when I visited the primary school, the teachers are wearing their face masks. Of course, they are waiting for government to provide the kids like the face masks and hand sanitizer and the digital thermometer as promised by government.
Okay.
At Ayu Girls Secondary School, Ayuku, and
yes.
both the compound is housing both Girls Secondary School and the primary school there. The teachers told me that they are still waiting for the fumigators that came on Saturday, and they promised to return, and they have not seen them till now. So they are still waiting. Even the same case as Obakala, government primary school Obakala 1 and 2. The teachers told me that they provided the buckets for running water and soap with their personal money. They are still waiting for digital thermometer.
Okay.
They have received. The good news is that they have received hand sanitizers, some hand sanitizers, and face masks complete.
Oh, interesting. Now, those schools you visited, did you cite the provisions of the running water and also soap?
Yes.
Maybe at the entrance of the school.
Yes, they have buckets with running water. They have.
Okay, bucket with running water. That's interesting. Thank you very much, Felix UBANI, a member of the Egweke dynasty. Also
thank you.
works-
Your boss, and Sam is coach of Egweke.
Okay, Felix works with Vision Africa Radio here in Umuahia. Now, let's get OZIRIM Eke. He works with Real 99.1 FM in Abia. OZIRIM, welcome back to Abia State COVID-19 update. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, can you confirm your location?
I'm at the Olaf Secondary School. But
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm at the last Secondary School right away.
Okay, bring us up to speed. What is happening there?
I want to start by recommending the principal of the school. If you have an award, you can give her.
Wow.
She has complied almost 98% of the directive. And I want to tell you, I just worked from Wicos Secondary School, Memorial Secondary School. Unfortunately, they don't have exam classes. Before I trekked down to Girls Secondary School.
Yes.
But despite the location of the school, they've been able to religiously obey the COVID-19 rules. As I talk to you, the sitting arrangement very excellent.
Okay.
Yes. Well committed have returned to their classes. Others are in the sitting classroom. While others are still insisting that the students don't move about. So I think if the other principals could show some parts, the other state government will not have problems. As I talk to you, I'm identifying the school or last year school.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much, OZIRIM AK Real FM in Abba. Thank you very much for bringing us up to speed. In that, what's the name of the school again?
Last year school.
All right.
Last year school, Abba.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, we're trying to get across to Stanley Mba of Buzz FM, but right before we started getting the respondents from the correspondent, I was bringing you up to speed on the global updates on coronavirus. I told you what is happening in the UK. In the UK, teachers, scientists, opposition politicians, and the Children's Commissioner for England, Annie Longfield, have all called for improvements to testing before pupils return. And of course, in China, newly locally transmitted cases fell to just 14 in the past 24 hours. The low figure was offset, however, by 35 cases brought into the country by Chinese travelers from overseas, arriving in 7 different cities and provinces across the country. Let's bring it back home in Nigeria just before we wrap up the program this morning. Nigeria has recorded 437 new cases of coronavirus. That was yesterday, bringing the total number of the COVID-19 infections in the country to 46,577. Lagos State recorded 107 new cases, the highest of the total. Of course, Lagos is the epicenter of the disease in Nigeria, and also followed by Abuja. 3 fatalities were recorded from the virus, pushing the total number of confirmed deaths from the virus to 945. The NCDC said out of a total of 46,577 infected persons so far, more than 33,000 have recovered and have been discharged after treatment in the country's 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Well, the second most affected place in Nigeria is Abuja, the capital city, with more than 4,000 cases. Nigeria has only tested over 317,000 out of the country's over 200 million population. Let's see, I do have some statistics I also want to share with you, if I can lay my hands on that before we wrap up the program this morning. I think I have it here. Okay, yes, the number of tests conducted in the southeast states. Enugu, that's as at the 4th of August, has conducted 905. Okay, that's the number of confirmed cases rather. Enugu with 905, Ebonyi with 851, Abia State with 644, Imo State with 476, Anambra State with 142, and of course the total confirmed in Southeast, that's as at 4th of August actually, 3,018, while Of course, I will share with you the number of tests conducted in the southeast states tomorrow on the program. Many thanks, and also many thanks to Samson Eze for making the calls possible this morning, and also many thanks to the correspondents that reported this morning: Ozirim Eke of Real FM, Gineka Oloha of Flow FM, Eze Adimora of BCA, FELIX UBANI of Vision Africa, JONADAB, DINNEYA of Real FM. The program returns tomorrow. My name is Michael Oni.
This is Abia COVID-19 update. Abia COVID-19 update.